We're about to readjust. Go to black. Hold on a second, folks. Okay, well, we'll run through the titles frames. We're having some technical problems, ladies and gentlemen, but we are live in your living room, computer, office, boudoir, etc., etc., etc. I am Mantis. Oh, we might as well get this part out of the way. I am the author of these two. Good evening, long, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're going to keep it moving right along. We're going to jump in with Danny Gates, if he can make it up to the front. We got a big audience in here tonight. Danny Gates, ladies and gentlemen.
How we doing, large crowd? People watching this online. I think there's like 500 people here. There is. We're way down in Mass right now, let me tell you. We had to drive through Boston. Had to pick up my buddy Nez on the way down here. Drive through Boston. Got to see a homeless person. Sweet. That's always fun. Homeless people are fun. Make you appreciate your life a little bit more. Saw a homeless person. He's like, hey, you spare a dollar? Yeah, I'll give you $1. You know, I gave him 5. Felt bad for him. He's walking away, and I'm like, hey, don't spend that on drugs or alcohol. He looks back at me and he's like, wow, that's what you were going to spend it on? He had a point. I don't know what happened to me as a child. I think where it all went wrong was I had a pogo stick. I think pogo sticks are dangerous for little kids. I had a pogo stick, and one day I'm using it, and just out of nowhere, I got on it and went po, and then it didn't go. And I had a bad, and that's where my fear of pogo sticks came into play. It was horrible. That and I had good parents. Recently I found out a little trick that my dad pulled on me. When we were kids, me and my brother shared a room, and we used to talk a lot at night. And my dad would come storming in the room, boot down the door, be like, I don't want to hear another peep out of you guys. So, of course, as soon as he closed the door, me and my brother are in there going, beep. Beep. I told my dad about that a few weeks ago. I told my dad. I was like, you know, me and Dee were in there going, beep. Beep. My dad goes, I know, I heard you. And then I went out to the garage and loosened up the handlebars on your pogo stick. What? I was so upset. You guys should excuse my posture. I got some back problems. Went to the doctor the other day. The doctor says it's because of my wallet. So I keep my wallet in my back pocket. I was like, okay. So I went home and I was telling a girlfriend about it. Girlfriend turns around and was like, why don't you just get a backpack? She is so stupid. I would look like an idiot with a backpack in my back pocket. Again, that's not going to solve the problem to begin with anyways. Got a dog at the house. Oh, dogs are fun. I love dogs. There's so many little games and everything you can play with dogs. It's like they really are man's best friend. They play all the games that I want to play. Because we will stand in the living room and stare at each other for hours until one of us pisses on the floor. And I'm winning, for the record. He was running away though. I don't know why. But he was running away, so we had to get the shock collar. We had to get the shock collar, and I'll tell you why. Because I have a huge fear of electrocution. Like I don't know why. I think like I highly doubt I'm the only person who's ever gone over somebody's house and they're like, yeah, just flip the switch over there, and they don't put the cover on the light switch, and you go to put in the finger. It's the worst. So that's my fear. I figure the dog fears it just as much. So we get the shock collar for him. So I got the biggest shock collar I could find, really. Drive the message to this chihuahua. And then, but the dog's smart. The dog's smart. You'll be hitting the button, and he won't do anything. He just stares at you. You start to wonder if it's working or not. Then eventually you go to try it on yourself, and then you're like, oh, no, this is dumb.